Running, going to the gym, reading, journaling, creating new, throwing out old habits. All the cool stuff. One thing that people always get wrong is that you need to start everything all at once, which you just don't. And the reason for that is embedded very deeply in human nature. So let's hit it. We humans are creatures of habit. So it's only logical that if we take existing parts of our lives and swap them out with new challenges, that there will be friction and we'll feel both uncomfortable and unnatural. But who would have known there's a beautiful way around that? When trying to climb a mountain, would you try taking one ginormous leap straight to the top? Or would you rather, step by step, slowly but surely, taking in the beauty of nature, hike your way up to the peak of the mountain? Which one sounds more plausible and realistic? One is a dream scenario that is very unrealistic, whereas the other one is just the way you would regularly do it. It's the good old approach that functions. And that exact approach can be used to learning new things, throwing out old behavioral patterns that you just don't want to continue holding on to because they are making your life way too hard, and selecting new good ones that your life can actually benefit from. So how does one translate that into reality? So instead of jumping straight into oblivion, suffocating ourselves with 5 new things that we need to adhere to in order for our lives to get better, we should start off slow and easy, starting with 1 or 2 things that we find very intriguing. Oh, I really wanted to start running for a while now, and I have this book that I never really started reading. So how should I start in order to stick with it? We're gonna start with running once a week, very chill, taking our sweet time with it, and prioritizing enjoyment over everything else. Same thing for the reading. 10 to 15 minutes every other day, and just chilling. So take your sweet ass time with it. So we just went from how the hell am I gonna do all of that bullshit to, oh, this isn't too bad. And that is exactly how I started with running. So here's me running at 25k. So, what's up? I'm running my first 25k today. The longest run prior to this was a half marathon. But that was, 6k to 5k, not 5k, no. That was 3 months ago. So this is something totally new. I was very excited, kind of scared, just to let you guys know. I wanted to use this time to explain to you guys how I started with running. I always dreaded the thought of running, so I never really tried it. Then Millie, my girlfriend, started to go for runs and I was like, kind of intrigued. Wanted to try it as well, show myself that I can do things that kind of suck, even though I don't want to. I started off with 1 run, just checking the waters. How is it? Is it really that bad? Turned out it wasn't. 5k done, feeling very alive. I mean, like, wow, that was pretty fucking nice. So I started running once a week, 5 kilometers, something that's easy. Not pushing myself too hard. Very enjoyable runs. I was easily able to stick with it. And that's kind of the essential part. And after 4 to 5 weeks, I then upped my running volume. So throughout the 4 to 5 weeks, I started doing like slightly longer runs. And then I went to 2 times a week, just 2 chill runs. Did that for another, month or so. And at some point I chose to do 3 runs a week. So that's where I'm at right now. Because I took my sweet time with this, I essentially learned to love running for what it is. Time off, being by myself, doing something good for my health, having something to, aim for, like a broad goal of getting better, at some point doing a marathon, doing ultra races. The thought of that was very empowering and intriguing for me. So this broad goal in the future, it doesn't need to be something like this extravagant and extreme, but it could just be, I just want to be healthy, I don't want to be gassed when going upstairs. So now I'm dialing up my running volume. And you know what? These bigger runs, such as today, are quite the challenge. And a couple of months back, I would have never even thought of this being possible for me. I would be running 40-50 kilometers per week, preparing for a marathon, with the intention of doing ultras, 100k, 100 miler. I would be like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, are you stupid? But now that's just reality. The way this worked is that I took my sweet fucking time and learned to love the thing that I'm doing for what it is. Not just like crushing myself, this enormous amount of running volume, going all in all at once. That would have completely taken on all the fun, and there would have been no fucking way that I would still run to this day. And will continue to run for probably my entire life. It's quite essential to first master discipline on its own and making it a habit before then doing more of it or challenging yourself further. Same goes for adding new things into the mix. That is the exact way I started to make running, reading and journaling a part of my life. So it's basically start running, get used to it, start journaling, get used to it, start going to the gym, get used to it, start doing whatever the fuck, get used to it. If we are still in the process of getting used to running, it's gonna be quite hard to then add 3 gym sessions a week and get
get used to that as well. There's a very high likelihood that you will not stick with it, and that is just gonna suck way too much. So that's why I would recommend taking my sweet time with it, getting used to something, and then introducing something new into your life. Makes it more fun, makes it easier, makes it more realistic, and also takes away the pressure of I need to change my entire life all at once, which you don't. And if you keep all of that in mind during the pursuit of aiming for a better self, you're gonna be quite astonished at how nice it can be to move in the right direction. I'm not here to tell you that it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna be straightforward. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna struggle. It's gonna be challenging. It will suck at times. It will be sad and even depressing. I've had my fair share of hard moments where the realization kicks in that this isn't supposed to be easy, and I will further continue to struggle with it till who knows how long. At some point you're just gonna be okay with it, and you will accept it as a part of reality, as a part of the human experience. But it's definitely worth it. Changing into somebody that you actually want to be, actively pursuing something that you know will make you a better human being, will make you a more accurate representation of yourself, that is definitely worth suffering for. 100%. So that's kind of it. I'm just chilling here on the floor. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm a bit sweaty. I hope they're not sweaty.